Welcome everyone to Rio Tinto, just outside of Salt Lake City, Utah. The 2013 MLS Cup playoffs continuing on ESPN. This Western Conference semi-final second leg between RSL and the defending champion Los Angeles Galaxy.
To the formation that has RSL in this position.
Yes, Velasquez is in for Grabavoy in midfield, and it's the return of Robbie Findlay up front,
which should help RSL improve from Sunday's performance. Monday night was Omar Gonzalez's best game in 2013 for the LA Galaxy. The amount of ground he covered with speed over the top. However, tonight, I think he will have to be even bigger with now Robbie Findlay up front and Plata coming off the bench for Real Salt Lake.
In Utah, Landon Donovan is chasing a sixth MLS Cup title. And we are underway, winners of 3 of the last 4 MLS Cups between them. And it comes. Gonzalez won the aerial duel. Beckerman with a bit of trickery, keeps it alive. Good service too. Oh, and Sabario's knocked down. Didn't find anyone able to apply the finishing touch. Good piece of pressure, though, from RSL.
Well, and immediately right after this, Omar Gonzalez and Landon Donovan are having words with Robbie Rogers because it's defending the second ball on set pieces. This is what Omar Gonzalez and LA do a wonderful job of.
In it comes. Borchers with the header down, but that will be Pinedo's. It breaks for Robbie Rogers here. Franklin immediately sprinting forward of him. Try and slip into counter-attack mode here. Keane on for Robbie Rogers. What a touch that was. Rogers! Well, that was a flowing move from the champions. Counter-attacking football at its best. Just lacking the end product.
Well, and how good is LA? The moment this ball is turned over of getting numbers forward, and it was just a little V-shaped run from Robbie Keane behind that Borchers that opens up Robbie Rogers for a little one too.
5 goals in the last 7 games now in all competitions. Have to cure that tonight. Here comes Chris Wingett, hurtling forward. Good cross too! And there is the equaliser from Sebastian Velasquez! The Galaxy's lead has gone. RSL are back in business.
And this is why you start 2 center forwards, because now both center backs, Omar Gonzalez, Kofi Apari, are occupied, and there's your goal scorer. On Sunday in leg 1, you literally just had Sabario making this run, but now you get 2 center forwards. And look, Velasquez, Gil making that run out of the midfield that made RSL so successful, scoring a franchise record 57 goals this year. There's a big reason why.
What a moment for Sebastian Velasquez in his 2nd season with the club. Didn't score a regular season goal. Seattle, by the way, coming up next on the NBC Sports Network. So we're done with this. Now Robbie Rogers. Raimondo has spilled in and Donovan couldn't finish. That's a fair challenge. Bruce Arena is screaming for a penalty. Meanwhile, Sabario at the other end is on the chase, and Apare having to react. Well, Nick Raimondo breathing a huge sigh of relief, but he redeemed himself, didn't he?
Just such a good play. Robbie Keane finally getting in the final third, and then Robbie Rogers, look, a little bit more conviction in his play, but how good is that from Nick Raimondo? 14 wins on the regular season, and that is a big reason why.
It's Morales looking for the payoff from the corner. Oh, off the bar from Sabario. The follow-up is right back out to Morales. In again it comes. RSL agonizingly close to grabbing the lead. Chris Schuler
Pinedo's been extremely successful since coming to MLS, but the one mistake was in Seattle. If you remember, Adrian, coming off his line, and that is the kind of goalkeeping we saw from Carlo Cudicini. Little bit in no man's land. That ball's inside the 6. That is the goalkeeper's ball 100%.
Garcia bursting through, and Saborio! Second time in as many minutes the woodwork has denied Real Salt Lake.
That is a bad foul from Marcelo Sarvis here. We saw Morales early on use the wind to his advantage and whip this right in front of Pinedo. This ball may go untouched, Adrian, and be on frame.
He's on target! Right on cue! Javier Morales! But the referee has disallowed it. He's seen some pushing and shoving in the penalty area, and the goal doesn't stand. Would you believe it?
You gotta be kidding me right now.
It sailed through untouched, just as you predicted, Taylor, but what sort of touching was there in the penalty area?
Well, with the wind, this ball's being driven in just a little tug on Schuler, but you gotta be kidding me. This is the playoffs. Come on. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry. If you watch leg 1 on Sunday, there would have been 10 fouls on Omar Gonzalez for a double team. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that. LA with a gift.
By at their team for the final push here. Garcia, they look lively. Luis Gil's a good floater. Donovitz, Luis Barres, Morales, surely! What a save from Pinedo. Garcia was right on the doorstep. Pinedo flinging himself in amongst the legs to gather.
Well, in LA with just a second life here, and Jaime Pinedo coming up big, staying alive inside that 18. It's smothering that ball.
Feel that they did enough to win it in the second half, Taylor. Header off the bar, the shot off the post, the disallowed goal. We think undeservedly so, but it matters not. It is 1-0 on the night, 1-1 on aggregate. The two coaches will take a pause and talk about it. Chance to go to work.
This area right here, 8 yards out, is so dangerous with this wind.
Is this the moment for Morales? Swinging it in. Oh, yes! Chris Schuler at the far post, stuck out a long leg, and he may just have propelled RSL into the Western Conference Final. Well, something had to give, you felt, and it had to happen via a free kick.
The ball never lies, Adrian, and Javier Morales has been so dangerous with his set pieces in this second half and extra time. The first half, LA Galaxy did make the most of theirs, and Salt Lake has been so good, so dangerous. Great run, back post from Chris Schuler. Salt Lake's up 2-1.
Close together. They'll have to go again on Sunday if they get through here. Well, that was Garcia. I have to say, I thought he rather made the most of that. Flung himself to the ground. Juninho. Oh, it's awkward! And Romando has spilled it. Well, that ball was dipping and swerving and moving, and Romando is just breathing a huge sigh of relief. I think maybe the ball hit him in the face here.
I love this idea from Juninho to hit this ball. Do you know how good of a save this is, Adrian? This ball's moving with the wind, dipping right in front of him. Romando does anything he can to get in front of it.
Needs a good delivery. That's a decent one. Oh, the header is on, and the chance is missed. What a golden opportunity, and it was Sean Franklin, of all people, the first leg hero who could have taken this to penalties.
And this right now summarizes what this tie was between the LA Galaxy and Real Salt Lake, because in leg one, LA could have easily won 2-3-0. Missed chances, the big story for the Galaxy. There it is.
It's all over. The LA Galaxy have been beaten, and RSL have ended this long period of despair at home. Finally, they get it done in a big game here when it counts. They've overturned a 1-goal deficit. They've won 2-0 here tonight and 2-1 on aggregate, and it's Real Salt Lake who move on to the Western Conference Championship.